Owen, tell me something.
Truman, remember last week how I told you I would never pick the Chiefs to win by more than 3 points ever again? I'm editing that. It's now 2 points.
Dahm, that's true. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm, that's true, episode number 233. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman the Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Boom.
Owen Dahm.
223. You said 233.
Fair enough.
Idiot.
I'm sorry. This is not 10 episodes in the future.
That is 70 days from now.
Another Chiefs Super Bowl.
70 days from now?
That'd be about right.
It'll be pretty dang close.
What's 70 days from today? The Monday after the Super Bowl.
No way. Clip
February
that chat.
10th, 2025. Dude, that's actually
Unironically clip that chat.
233 could be make or break time for Dom.
That'd be funny as hell.
We could be in suits. Actually, I won't be back Monday. We'll have to do it Tuesday instead. Because I'll be out of town.
Oh, yeah, you're out of town for the Super Bowl. What a crime.
With coworkers who don't know ball.
But you said they kind of know ball.
Yeah, they do. They know some ball.
All right.
Fair amount of ball.
But
not all of them.
Some ball knowledge is
like some of them actively choose not to. No ball.
Is there anyone that says sports ball?
No. There's some of them that just like guns a lot.
Those seem like they should go hand in hand.
Not when you like guns that much.
Huh. Interesting.
Welcome everybody in. Before we get too deep into the episode,
You're worried about the wrong safety, brother.
Nice. I do want to tell everybody to, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, comment.
Will Saquon break the rushing record or not?
Yeah, weigh in. Do you think Saquon Barkley is going to break the rushing record? Comment that. Subscribe. We're up to 113, 114. Pretty good. Not bad. Can't complain. Do appreciate you for being here. Patreon.com/OpenDisasters. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, and Mailbox Kansas City. No longer open in the Iron District. Stop going to the Iron District. They closed.
You could still go there.
Early-ish November. I think everybody's
You think
closed.
everybody closed in the Iron District?
Maybe the sourdough lady's open. And it's pretty good sourdough bread, to be fair. So.
All right.
I think that's it, right? We do all the things.
Yeah.
If you're listening on YouTube, or if you're listening on Spotify.
Follow. You can also hit the bell
if you're
there.
an audio viewer on Spotify.
You can also comment on Spotify now.
You can't comment. We will not read them. I really don't know how to read the Spotify comments. Owen's going to figure that out.
I know how. You just go to the episode.
All right. Owen's reading the Spotify comments then.
Woo! I will read them.
Let's get into it with the Chiefs versus Raiders recap.
Press the button. You know which one.
This could be a lot of things.
You know which button to press for this game.
Like this shirt is sweet, huh?
Nope, not that one.
Ooh,
yeah,
I feel
one.
a little weird right now. But also, I mean,
like
this shirt is sweet, huh?
I said
winning games
I was
like
sitting
this.
there with my whole family, right? Because we made them watch the Chiefs game because Mom is a massive Chiefs fan, and so we turned it on the main TV. And it just so happened that the Chiefs game was before all of the other games that everyone else wanted to watch, like Nebraska, whatever. But because they're Nebraskans. So we turned the Chiefs
hands and then they lost Lamau.
I know, it's bad. So we turn on the Chiefs game and we're all like sitting there in disbelief that we're really about to lose. And I said, man, it sure would be funny if they fumbled the ball. 2 snaps later, Aiden O'Connell gets a snap in his chest, and then the Chiefs fall on it.
I know. And
I was laughing harder than I laughed when we blocked the field goal.
And let's totally clear this up, by the way. Nice.
Thank you.
Let's totally clear this up, by the way. When the clock is stopped under 2 minutes, if the offense does not come to a complete stop before the ball is hiked, that is an illegal shift, not a false start. If the clock would have been running, ironically, it would have been a false start.
Yep.
Because basically you can't use it to stop the clock. Because if the clock would have been moving, then that hike would have led to 5 yards and a 10-second runoff. But since the clock is stopped, it is now an illegal shift. That ball stays live.
That's right.
Is that a rule you knew before the game? Absolutely fucking
Nope.
not. I don't know anybody who knew those rules besides apparently the officials. And hell, some of the officials still didn't know the rules. Everybody's fucking talking about the one official that came in rigged. One of sorry, I read the comments on here live on Twitch. Obviously, that ref came in on the top of the screen showing a false start, and everybody's like, "How can one ref call that a false start?"
But
it's like,
then again,
that's why they talked. For
we had already
fucking 5
hopped on.
minutes
We
about
had
it.
already hopped on the ball by the time that ref was anywhere close to anything.
Yes, the ball is recovered by the time you hear the whistle.
So also, yeah, the early whistle people hear is just the crowd cheering. There's no actual whistle. So,
Yes.
yeah, just another Devil Magic Chiefs win. My Venmo went through the referees. They put a little like on my message to them too.
And also, I guess where did that snap even happen? Because it would have been at what?
It was like R45, so like
No,
on the very edge of field goal range.
No, it was. They were further than that.
They were further?
I think they were at the 30.
Like at the 30 or 35 then?
I want to see because I mean, here's the thing. Carlson hadn't been very good.
No.
Yeah. So they were at the Kansas City 32 when they snapped that ball. So let's say we knock them back to the 37 and then we stop them. Do you really feel great about Carlson kicking a 54-yarder?
Yeah, because
he already missed?
They would have moved. They would have done a play to move to whatever his preferred hash is.
Maybe.
And lost
They didn't have any
2,
timeouts.
3, 4 yards.
They didn't have any timeouts.
See, that's another thing that I thought was weird. They didn't have timeouts, and the field goal unit wasn't on the field there.
Let's see. He was 1 for 4 on the game, and I'm pretty sure all his misses were above 50 yards.
Yeah.
So he missed a field goal. Missed a 58-yard field goal short. Missed.
It was also cold as hell.
Missed a 55-yard field goal wide left.
Yeah.
And missed a 56-yard field goal short.
Yep.
So we push back. We're looking at a 54-yarder. Did anybody feel good about him kicking that 54-yarder?
I wouldn't. I honestly just feel bad for Matthew Wright, who has only missed anything is what the 60-yarder that they had him try for.
Yeah, that thing wasn't very close, was it? Actually, no. Ours was close.
No, it wasn't.
Theirs landed in the middle of the end zone.
No, ours landed. Ours got returned. Our long one got returned.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And we had pretty good. And Matt Ariza went down there and fucking lit the guy up like he always does.
Yeah, it was like a 62-yard field goal, something crazy.
Yeah.
In the cold, and they're like, "Yeah, just go ahead and kick it, kid."
Yeah. So no, this is a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Is it a weird way for the game to end? Absolutely. If this would have happened at your team, yes. Would you feel bad? Yes.
Also, I'd like to remind everybody that although the Chiefs did win this game, the Lions also should not have won that game. It took a head coach getting fired for them to win their Thanksgiving game, and we're all just going to forget about that because the Lions are the media darling. The Bears were hapless the entire season. They looked terrible, and the Bears should have won that game had it not been for terrible clock management.
They should have
at least gone to overtime.
Yeah, I was about to say. But I mean, that's also what 40 seconds. They had like 37 seconds.
33 seconds. So he gets sacked, and they have 33 seconds, and all they get off is a bomb, which is crazy.
To run out the clock.
But that's what we're talking
with
about.
a timeout, and people,
Yes, with a timeout.
But people will say, "Well, it's rigged for the Chiefs." Come on, dog. But still,
I just can't believe that another script came in with Christian McCaffrey tearing his knee ligament again.
Oh, now I can't play the life is sure is sweet. Huh.
No, you cannot push that button at the moment.
Damn. Ooh, I feel.
Dude, it just sucks for him, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. Did he tear anything or did he just injure it? Either way, San Francisco's season's over.
No, they're cooked.
Jacksonville's season's over.
Oh my
Man,
gosh.
prayers up to Trevor
And
Lawrence.
then Mac
Holy
Jones
moly.
looking good after that. What the fuck?
He's looked all right.
Yeah, but the crazy thing,
Could have a Bryce Young type of resurgence.
Bryce Young is resurging at the moment, which is wild. Maybe he just need a little bit of confidence.
Damn, they should have won that game too. Another team where it's like, how do you go up 3 with 17 seconds left and lose that game in overtime? Oh, Bills, where are you guys?
But I'll tell you what. A lot of people don't know this, but since week 7, which is 5 weeks ago, Mahomes has the most passing touchdowns in the league.
Yep.
Almost like defenses are keying in as the weather gets cold. And Patrick Mahomes is leveling up towards the end of the season. Just kind of interesting to think about.
Yeah. I would agree.
And Unfortunately, our Bengals friends are finding out what it's like to have an A-plus quarterback with no defense. Hard to win games
Yep.
for some quarterbacks.
It's not for everybody. What are they, 4-8 now?
Yep.
R.I.P. to the Bengals dynasty.
Too bad.
Man, I can't remember who was saying it. I think it was Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was on there and said, nobody gets as big of a pass for losing in the Super Bowl as Joe Burrow has.
Yep.
He has gotten the most mileage out of that. Also, sorry, our furnace is running down here. If you
Yeah,
guys
and
do
the
hear furnace noise
another
outside.
thing about that Super Bowl is that the opposing team's best player got hurt in the second quarter while cooking you.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Chiefs and Raiders. Pacheco looks good. Clearly, the Chiefs' game plan, they figured that their run defense was way better than their pass defense. So they went 77% pass plays, which is kind of strange for Andy Reid-led. But then
Was
again,
odd.
another reason they couldn't run the ball is because Wanye Morris is chopped liver out there. He's probably never going to play a snap of football for the Kansas City Chiefs ever again.
I bet he plays another snap of football for the KC.
It got bad enough that they moved Tooney to guard. To tackle.
I know. Yeah, to see Joe. I mean, that and also somebody basically said that Kingsley's basically going to have a redshirt year.
Yeah.
They said they didn't expect that, but that's what it's come down to essentially.
Yeah, Wanye is worse than Kingsley, which is terrible.
I don't think that's true.
He got cooked by the same move by Chason 3 times.
I know.
He went to stab and missed 3 times.
For as light and small as he is, he's slow, which is weird.
Wanye, yes, it's.
He should be light and quick on his feet. It's weird to see
Congratulations
that.
to DJ Humphries. You are the new starting left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs football club.
Me when I accidentally become important at work.
Yeah, holy shit.
He thought he was signing to get that check just to be a backup tackle.
Yeah, but you cannot put Wanye back out there. That is one part I take away from the Chiefs Raiders game. Is you cannot.
If DJ Humphries comes in and is a league average tackle, we'll be great.
He just needs to be Steven Wisniewski. He needs to be tackle 17 in the league.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Not tackle 40.
Yes. No, that's
just
not great. Not a
get
great
Steven
shot.
Wisniewski on the phone and say, hey, you were once a cagey, wily vet like I am now. What's the key to coming in and leading the Chiefs, helping get the Chiefs to a Super Bowl at least?
I think the most surprising thing is still that they didn't call Donovan Smith. It blows my mind that they signed an unknown instead of
It
signing
seems
Donovan Smith.
because they like Humphries better. Like I said, they have
I
a
hope
12.
so.
Like we talked about this last week. They have a $12 million evaluation for DJ Humphries.
Mm-hmm.
So
A couple other things. Chiefs holding passers under 300 yard streak ends
to Aiden O'Connell.
to AOC.
That's
yeah.
so crazy. Another
funny.
insane thing that happened in that game: DeAndre Hopkins dropped a sitter.
Yes, to be fair, we shouldn't have even been there. We should have been able to take another minute 20 off the clock if DeAndre Hopkins doesn't.
Which is
fucking
crazy, which is funny. So
drop
this
that
is actually
ball.
on pace for him. He drops one pass around every 30 to 33 passes. That was on Pat's number 32.
Yeah.
And he nearly caught that one-handed pass on the PI earlier in the game, which was insane. If he would have caught that.
What I will say is Chris Jones maybe summed it up the best. He said, ugly wins are better than pretty losses.
Yep.
And that's absolutely true.
Yeah,
Would you rather lose scoring 5 touchdowns like the Bengals have 4 times this year? Or would you rather win because the Raiders botched a snap at the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, winning cures all ills.
The victor's right.
What I like to see that the Chiefs players are upset with how they've played.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people are coming after my friend Matt Nagy, but once again, I don't remember Matt Nagy being like, hey, Wanye, just be a turnstile out there. I do not remember that. So if he did say that, then he probably deserves to get fired. But I don't think he said that. So, and that's very, very clearly the problem with the Chiefs' offense, at least in the last 4 games. So, I'm just letting you know.
Defend your friend Matt Nagy. Oh, and all this to say, I know some people are, and actually, shout out my boss came into one of our offices today and asked, "Are we worried about the Chiefs' Super Bowl chances?"
No.
No, you're still not.
No. I have taken on the role of positive Owen ever since we won the Super Bowl in the first year of this show. I will not be going back on that. Sorry. After I guess we went to the Super Bowl in our first year of the show because we started during COVID.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
Here's my answer.
No, I'm not, because we have stacked enough wins. The Bills are going to lose another game. It's what they do.
Here's the thing that for the Bills, by the way. if the Bills are going to lose a game, it's going to be the next 2 weeks. They play at the Rams and then at the Lions.
Do you know how many days of rest the Lions get before they face the Bills?
They get a full week, don't they?
No. The Detroit plays their Thursday game before they play Buffalo. So they get a full 10-day rest.
After a rare full week's rest playing a Thursday game. They're not even playing on short rest for that Thursday game the week before.
No one's talking about that because they're just not the Chiefs.
Yeah, but they're at the Rams and then at the Lions, and then it's and then the Bills are versus the Pats, or at home against the Pats, at home against the Jets, and then at the Pats.
Wow,
which, to be
that
fair,
is the
Pats
easiest
have had their number randomly at times.
And Drake May has looked actually pretty decent this season.
He's looked okay, yeah.
It's just the rest of the Patriots roster is terrible. That whole division's awful except for the Bills. But
the Chiefs also have a tough stretch coming up, as they're going to play 3 games in 10 days, and it's at the Browns, at home versus the Texans, and then at the Steelers.
Yeah, but
the Steelers,
at home versus the Texans is basically a tune-up game. That team is horrible. They tricked everybody last year, going 10-7 in a fourth-place schedule. Even with all their stars back, that team is just not good.
That's what a different team looks like when their offensive line regresses as much as Kansas City's has.
Yeah. Kansas City's regressing into 11-1. Yeah. We'll just leave it there.
To be fair, 11-1 with and I will agree, a couple lucky wins.
A lot of lucky wins. It's been
2 lucky wins at least.
The
Panthers game was just unreasonably close.
People are also forgetting that the Ravens would have had to go for 2, and we're not just going to act like going for 2 is free.
Right.
So people are just conveniently forgetting that.
Damn. Jabo wins just through a pick 6. That game's over.
They're losing?
It's 21-10 now.
Oof.
It's 10-7 when we first
The Broncos could beat the Chargers and knock the Chargers out of the playoffs.
It'll be close. All of those. There's probably 3 AFC West teams going to the
AFC
playoffs.
West is the best division of football right now.
It's the best division of the AFC. The NFC North is probably the best division of football.
Oh yeah, the NFC North.
I think the Chiefs and Lions are, in a lot of people's eyes, even if not, the Lions are better in other
right
people's
now.
eyes.
I would say right now the Lions are better for sure.
I would say
They still don't have a defense though.
the Chargers are probably better or equal to the Vikings, and I say the Packers are probably better than the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean,
or you can flip those.
Well, and then the Bears, as much as I hate to say it, would actually be good if they had a head coach with a pulse, but they didn't.
And they're definitely better than the Raiders.
You know, this is the first time the Bears have ever fired a coach midseason.
I know. That's why everybody thought he might be able to still survive, and then he did that, and everybody's like, nah. Here's my answer. Sorry. I wrote out a couple things. I wrote out stats. I've got stats. My answer is no. I'm not worried about the Chiefs' Super Bowl chances. Here's my answer. It's because when Patrick Mahomes is good, this team goes to the Super Bowl. Yep. And if he has one starter on the offensive line that played the position the week before, he wins the Super Bowl.
Just one starter?
And yeah, right. I mean, as long as he doesn't have 5 guys starting positions they've never started before.
We just don't have a super sub anymore, though, unfortunately.
I know. I'm just bringing up the example of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl where we had
zero starters.
Yes. Here's the answer why. Here's Mahomes' games since getting D-Hop. They acquired D-Hop, I think it was like week 8 was his first week playing against the Raiders. He went 262, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That was week 8.
Okay.
Against the Bucs following week, 291, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Okay.
Next week against the Broncos, 266 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions.
Okay.
Following week against the Bills, maybe his worst game of this whole, and this says a lot, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not bad, but not great.
Interesting. Okay.
3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, good. 196, nah.
It'll still be the best Super Bowl performance he'd ever had.
Yeah, probably. 269. Following week against the Panthers, 269, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Good.
Last week against the Raiders, 306 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions.
You know what this is telling me?
They were also, by the way, the Chiefs were also fucking terrible in the red zone against the Raiders.
This is also telling me that the Chiefs' defense is good at getting good field position for Patrick Mahomes.
Yes. Yeah. The fact that he's had these touchdowns and hasn't had to go 96 yards every time.
Yeah, holy shit.
So here's what I will say. Mahomes So Josh Allen is probably the MVP candidate right
Yeah,
now.
right now for sure.
Or Saquon if Saquon breaks the yard record, which he could.
It's definitely not Mahomes right now.
He needs like 600 yards in like 5 games.
Right now, I say.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like to clarify right now because he's throwing a lot less interceptions right now, and if this holds, he'll still have a very low number of interception season.
Yeah. Also, apparently, sorry to the live stream, the quality looks bad. So
Boo womp.
Josh Allen is the MVP frontrunner.
Yep.
Passing on the season right now, Mahomes has 288 more yards than Josh Allen. He also has 1 less touchdown.
How is that possible?
Allen, of course, the argument is always about his legs. He's rushed for 103 more yards than Mahomes and ran for 5 more touchdowns. So right now he's up 6 touchdowns on Mahomes. Also, Allen has thrown 6 less interceptions, but he also has 2 more fumbles lost than Mahomes. So, there's ground to be made up. But so let's put that all in perspective, right?
Yep.
Right now, Mahomes has 288 more passing yards, 1 less passing touchdown than Josh Allen. He has 5 less rushing touchdowns and 103 less rushing yards.
So he's still
which
got
I
more
would say
total yards.
short yardage rushing touchdowns I don't really give a shit about. And he has had, I think that's 2, 3. So he's had 3 more turnovers than Josh Allen. What I'm saying is that there is ground to be made up. But if Mahomes keeps playing at a high level and Josh Allen drops 1 or 2 of these games and doesn't and he has a 200-yard, 2 touchdowns, 2 interception performance, or he has a 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions performance.
1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Right. He has whatever it is.
He has a Josh Allen.
We're not that far away from looking up and being like, Mahomes might have to give him the MVP.
I'm honestly very surprised that he has got more passing yards than Josh Allen. That's crazy.
I also will always go on the record, if Saquon breaks the rushing record, I think he's MVP.
There's no... I'm with you 100%. I also just don't think he'll be able to get close.
I think he's closer than you think.
That's just so many yards. And also, once again, just proving what a poverty franchise the Giants are. How the hell do you let him go to a division rival?
I know. Well, to be fair, he's also rushing so well.
Real quick.
He's got 1499. Let's call it 1,500 yards on the season.
Sure.
The rushing
What?
record. Yes.
He's rushed for over 100 yards every game?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Or he's averaging that much. I mean, he had like 269 like a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
Eric Dickerson holds the record at, you guess,
it's like 2090, right?
2105. Adrian Peterson had
2097. 15 yards
2097.
away.
So he's 606 yards away with 5 games to play.
Asterisk, Eric Dickerson only played 16 games. Or did he play less?
He played 14 games.
Holy shit.
No. He played 16 games. You're right. Sorry.
The Juice
Yes.
rushed for over 2,000
But to be
yards.
fair, that's one of those where people say that, and it's like, yeah, but also Eric Dickerson broke somebody's record who had rushed and did it in 14 games. Listen,
He
it's
broke,
how the
he
records
broke, He
go.
broke the Juice's record, right?
I assume, yeah. I'm trying to look at this list. Trying to look at the season. 1984.
To quote Chappelle.
Yeah, 1970. Yeah, he rushed for 2,003 yards in a 14-game season.
Ma'am,
He was murdering people.
ma'am,
out there,
I'll
dude.
have you know that murderer rushed for over 2,000 yards. Yeah, that motherfucker was guilty, by the way.
Maybe. R.I.P.
Right?
Rest in piss, maybe, for some.
Rest in guilty.
Okay. But
All that to say,
I think Saquon could certainly break the record. If Saquon does it, he's MVP. If not, if it comes down to Mahomes or Allen, I'm just saying Mahomes is not as far off the pace as you would think. Not as far off as the media storylines. He's 4 turnovers more. He's I think, what do we say, 6 touchdowns less?
yeah, so he's a touchdown. He's a turnover every 3 games.
And he's already leading him in total yardage. And really they only ever care about passing yards.
Huh. Okay.
And he has a game more on top of him, which they always love to pick the NFL, the quarterback of the 1 seed.
Yeah. And Jared Goff certainly ain't it.
So listen, do I think he's going to win the MVP? Probably not. Do I think it's worth a
Shout.
a pass at it at plus 1,500? Yeah.
Plus 1,500. I'll put a 5
Josh
on that
Allen
right
is
now.
minus 280. If I would tell you the gap between 1780 worth of odds is negative 300 passing yards, plus 5 or 6 total touchdowns, and was minus 4 turnovers. Something to consider. I just want you to think about that. That was my food for thought on that. That's why a larger point I wanted to get to. But again, I think as long as Mahomes is good, I think this Chiefs absolutely have a shot at for sure going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And winning the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Also, I think we have seen enough to trust that Mahomes will be his best self come playoff time, and he's already rounding into that. He's been his best self when the Chiefs need it the most.
Yep.
We also saw the pass rush come back alive with Charles Omenihu back this week. They had 3 sacks on Friday.
Yeah.
Chris Jones had 2. George Karlaftis had 1. This is only the 3rd game this year with 3 or more sacks.
And then it seems like they're using Josh Uche as more of the defensive end when they're in there on blitz packages.
Uche did not play at all.
He didn't play at all?
Nope.
I thought he got in there for at least like 6 plays.
Nope. Only played special teams.
Huh.
Played like 1 snap at special teams.
Oh, whatever.
Also, Hollywood Brown
Is going to be coming back,
gonna
looks like.
be coming back to like 2-3 weeks. Which is crazy.
And Kareem Hunt Pacheco looks as much fun as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Jalen Watson is probably not coming back. It sounded like somebody said they got clarification. It sounded like, no, he's not coming back this year.
Well, they're going to have to find a cornerback off the bargain bin.
I will say Joshua Williams looks better than Najee Johnson.
He did look better.
And that's a low bar to clear. But, again, a bar that if we clear, I think Chiefs fans have all said,
And,
listen, that's fine.
sometimes with these young players, because Najee Johnson, remember, is still young.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all that needs to happen is for someone to take your spot for a little bit, light a fire under you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get that much more familiar with your system and your role. Because in the coverage aspect, I don't think Najee Johnson has been bad.
Right.
It's the when you're playing zone, knowing your assignment, and then he gets burnt because he doesn't know his assignment.
Right.
And that's fixable.
Somebody also summed it up where it's like we have one of the best slot corners in the league in Trent McDuffie. You force him to play outside. You also play another fine cornerback outside on the other side. And then when you play dime packages, you put in 5 safeties instead of having another cornerback come in.
Yeah.
It's not a winning recipe. And they all give them 3 yards of cushion because they're safeties, they're not corners.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, these are all fixable. So, all that to say, I'm not worried about the Chiefs' Super Bowl chances. Am I as confident as I was to begin the season? Absolutely not. But I still think the Chiefs are just better than – I think everyone's bad, and the Chiefs are just better than your bad team.
There's no reason to waver right now.
I also think that the entire league has gotten better. Even the shit teams can beat you.
I think that's also fair. All right, let's keep it moving. We talked for a while about that, but let's keep moving. I have a quick question, Owen.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce is at 521 yards or at 637 yards with 5 games to play.
Yep.
Mike Evans is at 521 yards with 5 games to play. He was hurt, obviously.
Yep.
He's now back. Which player is more likely to go over 1,000 yards?
Kelce.
You think so?
Yeah, because when the Chiefs get Hollywood Brown back, they can't double Kelce anymore.
Sure.
That's my
since Diop's been back, Kelsey's just been better.
And because Noah Gray's been having an A+ time as the second tight end, they also can't double Kelce anymore.
Yeah, I mean Kelce had, I feel like another big game, another like 80-yard, 90-yard showing.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it up, but I can't.
And Watson had his touchdown, which was nice. Very happy for him. Press the button. Well, we don't have a white guy. Yeah. Oh, that's a good enough button.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need to do the
sorry,
Watson. Yeah. Justin Watson. You haven't had one of those slip-ups in a while. Been very proud of you.
Now that we've made fun, it's one of those where once somebody makes fun of it, you get a lot better at it. Kelsey had 68 yards. Sorry.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins had 90 yards. Damn, did he really?
He's had more yak with the Chiefs than he's had over any of his other three teams for the last
That's insane.
3 years.
Oh, it's like Mahomes a yak merchant.
I still can't believe he dropped that pass. That was crazy. It hit him in the chest. DeAndre Hopkins dropping a pass? That's so rare.
I know. He said he's checked himself into therapy.
I saw that. That was funny as hell.
That was funny. So you think it's Kelsey?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Mike Evans. Listen, Mike Evans has been fucking awesome since he came back this week. He had,
Mike Evans
I think,
is,
like 118 yards. It was funny, right as somebody, like, I saw Saints fans talking shit where they're like, I just realized, like, Mike Evans' 1,000-yard streak is going to end. It's like, you fucking moron. Like, they're
Mike
like,
Evans
no
is
way
still
he gets
good.
it done. He's like, he's cooked. He's mid. He's bad. And it's like, dude, it's like he just went for 118, and now he only needs 521 yards, or now he only needs 480 yards with 5 games to play. It's like, listen, he doesn't even have to have 100 yards, but he does it a lot.
You know who likes to throw the ball? Baker Mayfield.
Yes, and he's the only option. He's the number one option there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
If Baker's banged up, maybe.
I still think it's Kelce just because of Travis can afford to have an off game, and Mike Evans can't to get to 1,000.
That's true.
But it's also Mr. Consistency, Mike Evans.
Yeah.
So he gets like 1,100 or he gets 1,000 to 1,100 yards every season.
Kelce needs 73 yards a game to get there.
He just needs one pop-off game of 120, and then he can take a break on a couple games. And once it gets snowy, Travis starts being able to cook linebackers. So
True. The only thing that could happen again is that the Chiefs get to sit out week 17.
oh my gosh, that play where Kelce kind of just walked forward and then like lazily went to the right.
That was the weirdest thing in the world.
And it's like, how do you stop that? It's like
how do you not stop that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you know those Gronk touchdown plays when he would literally just kind of waddle into the end zone and a linebacker or a corner would be right on him and he just catches it. It's the same thing that we're seeing. He just kind of half sprinted and Mahomes put one up there and Kelce just fucking catches it.
Yeah, Kelce was like, I guess I'll fucking run the route. I don't know, man. This play feels like it should be dead. And then throws it to him and catches the ball anyways. And they're like, all right, first down, whatever. Also, I feeling a lot better about my Kelce over 830 yards.
Yeah, my Kelce over
850
is free. It feels like
it's feeling good again. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
the vibes are max. I'm gonna need him to average 40 yards for the rest of the season.
Also to say, Kelce.
Yep. I think Evans has a better shot.
All right, we'll see.
Saquon for 2,100 yards.
I'm staying away from that.
Rank those three. Most likely, least likely.
Kelce, Evans, Saquon.
I think it's Evans, Saquon, Kelce.
You think Kelce has the least chance?
Yep.
He just had.
I think they're just throttling him.
He's had 110 yards against a team that was.
I think they're going to play him a little less coming up. Also,
we'll see.
Especially in the 3 games in 10 days stretch, I bet they throttle him down just a bit there.
We'll see.
Oh, you know what? Yes, it is Chiefs versus Chargers preview. Sorry, I was thinking of hot takes, but hot takes comes later.
Yep.
I don't know, man. What do you want to say?
Same old Chargers.
J.K. Dobbins is out. I don't think that bode well.
Nope, does not. You need to be able to run the ball against the Chiefs. Yeah. So yeah, Chiefs will dominate by 100 yards. Give me Chiefs by 1.
I assume DJ Humphries will play.
Yes.
I think that's the assumption.
He's being prepped up with Agent T and everything else to get ready for this game.
Ugh, man, if DJ Humphries plays and he plays well, I think this Chiefs team can go back to putting up 30+, and I think this defense is good enough to give up 20, you know?
Yeah.
What was the Chiefs-Chargers score earlier in the year? I'll be at this game, by the way. Here's my track record, by the way, from games I remember that I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs versus Raiders, 2017. The Thursday night game, Tyreek Hill ran that punt back.
Tyreek.
It would have been 2016, not 2017.
Yeah.
Sorry. 2016.
That was the Tyreek game, right?
Yeah, where they were all chanting his name.
That was the first time we put up 40 on him, right?
Yep. It's pretty good. Good. Chiefs versus Colts, which I put 2018, but I realized now I believe that was 2019.
Yes, it was January of 2019.
January 2019. Me and you were at that game?
Yep.
We won that game.
Threw some snowballs.
Chiefs versus Buffalo.
To clarify, we did not point the laser pointer.
No. Chiefs versus Buffalo in January 2021. I don't know if you've heard of this game. It was the game where the Buffalo went up with 13 seconds left, and the Chiefs went down there.
I'll never forgive you that you were there. I hate you.
Yeah, it was crazy. Shout out Easy Baconator in chat. He had the tickets. It was like his mom or his parents just like bought the ticket. Like they had season tickets or whatever. They had some reason they were able to buy the tickets, so she just bought them. And then he offered, let me buy the ticket. And I was like, cool, sweet, absolutely. 2022 Chiefs versus Buffalo. In the regular season, we lost.
We lost.
We did lose that game. That was bad. Or
Yeah.
that might have been 2021 regular season, technically.
The bad one, the one that wasn't close.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
no.
Was it close?
No, Chiefs versus Buffalo was 2022 in January.
Yes.
Chiefs versus Buffalo 2022 regular season. Yes, it was close. Mahomes double clutches that pass outside of Juju.
Yep.
It gets picked in the last minute.
Yep.
Yep. They lose that game. We were at Chiefs versus Bengals last year.
Yep.
2023. That was a win.
Field
in the
goal
regular
game.
season.
Got really drunk in that game.
Yeah, New Year's Eve game.
That was fun.
Chiefs versus Panthers 2024. I was just there.
You slid down the hill.
Won that game.
On the snow game.
I did on that fucking Bengals game, dude. Oh my gosh.
You slid down the hill.
I just got caked in mud. Oh my god. Shout out Braden. I should have. I almost ruined his truck, but also shout out Allison and you and anybody else who's in that back seat where I was just like hovering above them because I didn't want to sit my muddy ass down on everybody. And then Chiefs versus Panthers. I was there. So I've had a good track record as of late. I'm not remembering a ton of losses.
Confirmed, not
Knock
jinxed.
on wood. I wouldn't call myself a blessing.
Jinxes aren't real though.
I've seen some losses over the years.
Yeah, I've seen. I think half and half. I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the last game you went to? I mean, Bengals, obviously, last year.
Yeah, that was the last one.
What was the one before that?
Colts.
We don't go to a ton of games. It's expensive to go to games.
We've gone to preseason twice in a row, and we've lost both those games.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twice in a row?
Yep.
We didn't go last year. Did you go last year? I didn't go last year.
Yes, you
Or
did.
this year, I mean.
Oh, no, not this year. Last year and the year before.
What was the year before?
Vikings.
What was last year?
Packers.
Okay. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because Cole wore his Viking shirt both times.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I didn't go to the Packers one. Maybe I was gone.
No, you were there.
I might have been on the road, man.
No, you were definitely there.
All right. Whatever.
I promise you were there.
All right. I'll trust you. Okay. But, so yeah, we're bad luck in the preseason for sure.
Darn.
All that to say, Chiefs versus Chargers.
No,
yeah.
Truman, remember, you were there because we made sure to get there for the first snap because that was the only time we were going to be able to see Mahomes, and they took the Len Dawson picture, and then Mahomes didn't play a snap.
I thought that was the Vikings game.
No, that was Packers.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait.
I thought that. No, that was. I'm pretty sure.
No,
that
it was Packers because it was to help commemorate Super Bowl I where we lost to the Packers.
I
And
don't
Len
think that's
Dawson was
true.
there.
I don't think that's true. Lynn Dawson was dead by the time we took that Lynn Dawson picture.
Yes,
He had just
died, but we were playing against the Packers, and that's why we took it.
It's not fucking important. It's not important.
Chiefs versus Chargers preview.
Comment on YouTube when that game that the Chiefs took the Lynn Dawson prayer choir huddle, whatever. I know Owen's Googling it now because I think Tyreek Hill wasn't on that team anymore.
No, he was not.
It's funny to me that Kadarius Toney is probably in that photo. Okay. That to be said, Chargers, good, but J.K. Dobbins is out. Don't love that for them. Lad McConkey should just get fucking blanketed by Trent McDuffie, but they won't. I'm with you. I think Chiefs dominate this game. I think Chiefs run up the score. Give me 35-31.
Yeah, August 25th, 2022 for the tribute photo.
I think that's the Packers. I think that's the Vikings game then, not the Packers game. I think I was right. 2022 would have been 3 years ago.
Let me confirm.
It would not have been last season when apparently we went to the Packers game that I do not remember. It would have been the Vikings game the year before. Trust me. I'm on it. I got it. Which would have been the Super Bowl we won, which makes a lot more sense. We wouldn't be commemorating a Super Bowl we lost to the Packers. You got it?
Just an iconic photo.
You good?
There's an
You good?
ad. There's an ad.
Oh my God.
There's actually a fucking ad.
Doesn't have YouTube Premium. Cringe.
Yeah, it is against the Packers, you bitch.
No, it's not. Let me see it.
Yes, it
Let me
is.
see it. I don't see it. I saw yellow. I think it's the Vikings helmets.
Did you actually not see it? Do you want me to toss the phone
No,
back
I
to you?
saw it. I actually saw it.
Bitch.
Then that was 3 years ago.
August
I was right that it was
25th, 2022 is 2 years ago.
That's 3 seasons ago. Last year would have been the year that you said we went to the Packers game, but that couldn't have been true.
No, we didn't go to the preseason this year.
That's this year's 2024.
Oh, then I guess I guess last year would have been the
We're
Vikings.
both right in a way.
I have my dates.
I think the Vikings was 2021 even. I don't think it was 2022. I think it was 2021.
we might just be old as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think we went the last 2 years.
This is the 5th season of Dawn. That's true. Maybe I'm getting my brain mixed up.
Thank God we spent a lot of time on this. If you're still listening, Chiefs versus Chargers. Chargers are not very good. Chargers
are
better.
fine.
Chiefs are better. Chiefs are going to be just barely faster than you. They're the Mahomes runners of NFL teams.
Yeah, so give me Chiefs 23, Chargers 20.
Yeah, give me Chiefs 35, Chargers 31. Defense is ass, but I think the offense puts up a bunch of points.
And is Schrader back, or do we still have Wright kicking?
Doesn't fucking matter.
I think Wright's better than Schrader. Doesn't really matter.
I don't know.
The Chiefs are good at finding a kicker who's not shit to come back up for them. So
it's like looking like it won't be bitter cold like it's been. Man, it's been cold. Huh?
Yeah, it has been.
It snapped cold.
And once again, shout out to Matthew Wright for hopping off his couch and coming and playing for us. One-time record holder. That's future.
I know it's your favorite trivia answer.
As I said 2 years ago when he kicked that field goal. Future trivia answer, Matthew Wright.
I was at somewhere where it was the trivia question was like, name the last 5 players to kick field goals for the Chiefs.
Justin Reed, Matthew Wright, Harrison Butker.
I don't think Justin Reed ever kicked a field goal. I think he kicked extra
He gets a point
points.
after. So
right.
So then it would be Matthew Wright, Amendola.
Yep.
Harrison Butker.
And Tyro Santos.
And then Lawrence Tynes was the one before Santos?
Ryan Suckup would have been that.
Suckup was.
It might have even been like the last 6 because it was the next one, and I couldn't remember the next one.
Would that have been Tynes?
No, it was not Tynes. I thought it was Tynes.
It was one during 2012 then.
It was before Ryan Suckup. Yeah, you won't remember it.
No, I don't know.
It, so somebody's yelling at their screen. Good for you. Good for you. So yeah. It'll be kind of warm again.
It'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Gosh, Wednesday 52, Thursday 28. Friday 42, Saturday 54, Sunday 58.
That's the most Kansas thing I've ever heard.
It's weird that it got randomly warm on Wednesday and then really back to fucking cold on Thursday, then back to okay, then back to actually warm over the weekend.
Yep, that's Kansas for you.
Normally it goes the other way. Normally it's actually all right during the week, and then it fucking snaps cold whenever you have free time. All right, so there you go. Hot takes. Owen put out a tweet. Twitter.com/OwenGushDominant, which means I'm going to make Owen read the tweets.
I figured. We got quite a few, actually.
I did see that.
Sorry, looking at this. Did you see the thing about some dude caping for John Dorsey?
I don't even know what that means.
Some dude said, "No, these Homer clown Chiefs fans say the defense great, which gives other fan bases ammo to say this. It's like Chiefs fans say Veach is responsible for Mahomes when he was drafted by the GM John Dorsey."
That is true.
And I said, yeah, Veach was the head scout that found Mahomes, my gamer. And he texted me, N-word, get your clown ass on, don't comment to me again. And he showed this Chiefs area scout, Willie Davis, which include Texas Tech, and helped with the evaluation of Mahomes. But we all know that Brett Veach is the one that banged the drum and was responsible for Willie Davis.
Yes.
We all know that. And then he blocked me before I could reply. Interesting.
Anyway, that's the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, I just can't believe I got called the N-word.
It's weird that people. I mean,
you ready?
Everybody calls everybody. Like somebody pointed out, I did send you the dumbest tweet of the week, which I'll probably try to push on the show, but that'll be my pop culture minute. But there is also some guy from Overland Park, like just being like the worst person in the world in that girl's DMs, which sucks. Or from
Start with a B.
What? That he called her?
The girl's DMs he was in.
No, I don't remember.
Wasn't the KU girl?
No. It was the girl I sent you.
Oh.
It was the girl from Boston who tweeted that the Patriots were likable. We'll talk about it in a second.
That was crazy.
Hot takes.
All right, hot takes. I'm just going to read straight down my list, starting off with Allison says San Francisco might not win another game.
Pull out the trusty dandy schedule. Christian McCaffrey is out for the season.
Yep.
Jordan Mason was out also. I don't know if that's for the season.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They play in the NFC West, so they probably got 3 divisional games left.
It's a tough division. Sneaky tough.
Yep. Everybody's competent.
They play the Bears next week.
New coach bounce, though.
Nah. Rams after that. Then they're at the Dolphins, then they're home against the Lions, then they're at the Cardinals. I'm going to say this is not a great take. I'm
It's
gonna
definitely spicy. She said in parentheses spicy at the end of it.
I'm gonna put in B for Bears beat the 49ers.
Bears. Okay.
Hold on, wait. Parentheses. What is this? Week 13.
Yes.
Okay.
Allison also says everyone wrote the Eagles off way too early this season, but somehow they're still going to blow it in the playoffs. So
Yes.
Eagles still going to blow it. A tier. The Eagles are going to blow it.
Yeah, I think they'll. I don't know, man. Here's my hot take.
You think they're going to Super Bowl?
It makes sense, don't it? Because the Chiefs just play apparently the same two teams in the Super Bowl. If you lose, you're going to come back to the Chiefs and lose again. You have the perfect time to complete the story, and you're going to lose again.
Ooh.
Whoa!
To be teams 1-3 on the Chiefs three-peat?
That'd be so funny, dude. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. Beat the Eagles, Niners, and the Eagles again.
That'd be so
The
funny.
two whiniest fan bases in the history of sports.
So funny.
Oh my. And Detroit doesn't play defense, so Saquon would go for like 250 yards against them. Ooh. I still think they're gonna blow it though.
I'm with you. I'm putting it in A tier.
The NFC is a slobber knocker. Every good team is in the NFC again, and the AFC is once again bad.
Could it be one of those where
It was,
none of the good teams from the NFC make it and it's somebody stupid?
no, I think if we're gonna follow narratives, if this is like 2022, then the NFC is once again really good.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC is bad, and the Chiefs just sleepwalk into the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
Again, and the Bills lose early, meaning we'll play the Bengals.
That's true. This is absolutely all leading up to the Bills losing a dumb game to the Patriots down the stretch, losing the 1 seed, and then losing in the first round of the playoffs after everybody said the Chiefs would be the first one to lose in the playoffs.
Or they're losing the wild card or the divisional, so the Chiefs never play them.
Yeah. As I'm saying, they lose in the first round of the wild card round, yeah.
That would be wild. Okay. Another take from Allison. She says, I cannot go back to Memphis. S triple plus tier, triple platinum.
I'm not going to put this on the board, but I think this is.
Yes.
I think that's the
another one.
Memphis fucking sucks. I'll say it. No Liberty Bowl.
Are we going to go to
Memphis
Liberty
fucking
Bowl?
Sucks. Probably.
8-win team going to Liberty Bowl?
It happens.
Allison also says, being the villain is way more fun than being America's darling. And that is S triple platinum, I think.
It's fun to be the villain.
I like being the villain way more. Because teams bring up the whiniest shit. It's so funny. Being the villain is more fun. Okay. Next take is from Evan.
Yep.
In true Evan first take fashion, it's a paragraph, and he says,
Furnaces on
the Liberty Bowl should be relegated to the last bowl bid for the Big 12. Memphis is fine, and at least they're redoing the stadium, but it's not a warm enough location to be the fourth best Big 12 bowl.
Again, not going to rank this, but this is an F tier take because Memphis is not fine. Memphis fucking sucks. All right, keep going.
Next take from Evan is Burrow would be MVP frontrunner if the Bengals were 8-4 or better.
8-4 is where this goes into B for Burrow. He would have to be probably 10-2 at least. He would have to be the Bills level right now.
Yeah. For whatever, I mean, statistically, Burrow's been great, but also they've been behind every game, so his stats get inflated. Kind of like Mahomes' MVP season, first one, but he's not putting up insane numbers. He's just putting up regular good numbers.
I mean, wait, what? Mahomes' numbers his first MVP season were insane.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is that Burrow's numbers are not like that.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
And the Chiefs were down like in every game, so we had
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
You follow me.
The defense is fucking
Yes.
ass. Yes.
Evan says Truman acting like he's saving $750 with A-list is silly. A tier for A-list.
Not running it on the list. But dude, I've gone to 73 or like I can't remember the exact number. I said it in my tweet, but I've gone to like 78 movies in theaters. At an average cost of $13 a ticket. That's like $970. And I've paid like $250 for the year. I don't know. You can't tell me that saved me $700.
Are you getting a popcorn and a drink every time though?
No, because once you go to a movie enough, getting popcorn or drink, one, is expensive and fucking wears you down, and two, You feel like shit after if you eat popcorn and a drink in a soda 3 times a week, you will feel like shit.
Yeah, Truman goes to a movie 3 times a week. This guy's insane. Check in on his mental health. Text Truman after the show.
We've
after you listen.
seen 94 new movies this year,
Text Truman.
or at least new movies to us.
Yeah, so after you hear the segment, text Truman, watch Arcane after this. Just text him, watch Arcane.
I don't have time. I'm at the movie theater.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Another take from Evan, actual take. He says, K-State would have won all 4 of their losses if they committed no turnovers, which is absolutely 100% true.
That's anybody, yeah.
Yeah, so like A tier, S tier probably.
A tier because it's not that spicy.
Yeah. They dominated Iowa State this weekend only to lose because they turned the ball over too many times. The Iowa State team is just simply not good. We just played worse, which sucks. Coming in from your boy Adam, he says, Eagles are slightly better than Detroit right now. Chiefs are likely dead in the play. Okay, there's going to be a couple takes. We're going to have to grade these individually.
Okay. So
first take. Eagles are slightly better than Detroit right now.
I'm going C tier. I think Detroit's better.
I think the Eagles have played easier teams to beat.
Do they play each other? I don't think they play each other either.
No, they do not. Because the Eagles did not win their division last year.
I'm just not sure I'm believing in the Eagles yet anymore. I have too much scar tissue with the Eagles.
Right.
I'm not ready to believe in them.
Okay. Next one. Chiefs are likely dead in the playoffs unless we fix the tackle position somehow. Good news. We're fixing the tackle position.
Right.
D. I think even without fixing the tackle position, Mahomes is Mahomes.
Absolutely.
We got an A tier take or a B tier take coming in because it's not that spicy. Kelce is saving energy for the playoffs to make team thinks he's washed until then. Yes, he's load managing. Put that as B or C.
B for me.
Okay. And then Adam says, we need the Bills to get beat by another team in the playoffs. I don't think we necessarily need to advance in the playoffs. I think the Chiefs can beat the Bills. They've done this over and over and over again, and this was actually their most unconvincing loss.
Yes.
Like, when we talk about that year, the Titans beat the crap out of us, and then the Bills beat the crap out of us in back-to-back weeks.
Mm-hmm. We've done this before. The Bills look very scary right now. This is not the right time to be looking very scary.
Also,
the Chiefs didn't look like they actually figured it out last year until week 17. And then they were fucking awesome in the playoffs. The Bills look like they figured it out. Who else? Oh, the Ravens. The Ravens looked scary right about this time last year. And then it felt a little weird towards the end.
They got some adversity in the playoffs.
Hold on. Oh, I feel a little weird right now.
Once again,
that's
guys.
When you're listen. It's the same people right now. They're saying, "Well, the Bills just had a point differential of plus 25. Like that's more than the Chiefs' last 8 games." It's like, yes, they blow teams out. They do not close their playbook. They just keep on running the plays. They run up the score.
Yep.
If you look at the game, they've won like 3 or 4 games by 20 plus. That means that you are probably wasting good plays. You're probably wasting plays that have
and reps.
A little extra sauce on them. Yeah, and you're not resting your guys.
It's funny because it's funny that we say this because I would much rather the Chiefs blow everybody out, but at the same time, sometimes blowing people out isn't the best thing. It was what Truman's saying.
Right, and I know that sounds like a dumb thing where you're like, well, I'd rather my team blow people out. Sure, whatever, but I'm just saying I don't think I don't think it's like a necessarily like, oh, the Bills are definitely scary and gonna win this. It's like, so do the Chiefs need somebody to blow them out?
The take is we need the Bills to get beat by another team in the playoffs.
C tier because I think it could happen, but I don't think it needs to happen. But I wouldn't say no. You know,
I'd love another Bills AFC.
It will help us.
Chiefs Bills AFC Championship. It would make me sick to my stomach because it would be a good game, but
yes,
I don't think we need to. Yeah, once again, I also don't think it's inconceivable because the Bills are playing their best ball right now. And once again, I'm going to bang the drum for the 88th week in a row. This Chiefs team is still hurt. And they are getting healthier as the season goes on, which is why it's important that we have players like Noah Gray stepping up so Travis Kelce can take a break.
Yes.
Why it's important that we have Kareem Hunt playing at a high level so we can ease Pacheco back into it.
Right. The Chiefs went 15-1 or 16-1 in 2020, and then we lost in the Super Bowl because we never fought through adversity. We kept the same team as the Super Bowl winning team. We never fixed any of our problems. We looked good. We fell apart in the playoffs.
Yep.
Anything could happen once you get
It was
to the playoffs.
14-3, by the way.
What?
14-3.
No. We were like 16-1 that year.
16-1?
Or maybe 15-1.
Really?
Chiefs 2020 record? 14-2. And we lost the last game of the season. We're 14-1 and rested our guys. Week 16.
Oh, that's
or
right.
week 17.
That's crazy. I guess I just totally blocked out that whole season for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but we were awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
Throughout the whole, we just blew them
That
out.
was that was the postseason where you were in Bills fans' mentions for like 24 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and last take from Jeffrey, local ball knower. Jeffrey says, Lamar isn't the MVP, and anyone saying so is a clown.
This is C tier. I don't think anybody's calling Lamar the MVP right now.
I think people are, or else he wouldn't say this.
That's as I'm putting a C tier because I think I mean Josh Allen's the minus 250 favorite right now. I think we can consensus say the streets are saying Josh Allen.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna have anyone saying it, but it's just Lamar is an MVP. This is one of those that's probably gonna get moved up to like A tier by the end of the season or S tier because he won't win MVP, but like I don't think it's that
Browns
spicy
17, Broncos 21. That game is not over.
Halftime, yeah. Browns had the ball too. They could have scored before halftime. That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Hey, thank you everybody.
Thank you guys.
Twitter.com/Owen Gosh Dominate, Twitter.com/Steam Machine. Whenever you're looking for takes.
Yep.
Give it to us.
I remembered at 9 a.m. this morning, and Truman hadn't posted it yet, so.
Yep. Yes, he did. That's what Owen's on a normal person schedule right now.
Yep.
You don't know Owen. Owen used to work at when did you start work? Like 10:30?
10 a.m.
Yeah. And so he'd stay up till like 3 a.m. playing video games.
Yep.
Now Owen has to go to bed at midnight like a normal person.
I have to be in bed at midnight.
And he's going to start going to bed at 10 so he can come and work out with me and Tina at the gym at 5:30 in the morning. I need somebody to spot me on my benches at Matt Ross Community Center. Please, somebody. Please. Just feeling it. I wanted to push more weights this morning, but I didn't have a spot, so. And also, I don't know if I could have done it. I did it normally I do bench press first, but somebody was on the bench press, so I did my other push workouts. And I get to bench press, and I was like, I need to do 7 of these, and I only did. I was doing 3 sets. I only did 3 sets of 5 because I was like, I don't think I can do 7.
Yeah, well, that's good. Be safe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, if I had a spotter, I might have thought about pushing it on the last set, but no.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
What's next?
NFC South Team of the Week.
You
know what? I'm giving it to the Panthers.
Is this the week that Baker did the?
No, that was
last week.
I'm giving it to the Panthers again, even
Yeah,
though
they
they
could.
lost, because Bryce Young looked awesome again, and I think they should have won that game. That sucks that you guys lost.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what are
You
gonna
know,
do?
I'm with you. Shout out to Bryce Young. It looks like that random game against the Chiefs, where he showed that he can be good against the blitz, opened up his whole season for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes a young guy just needs a little bit of confidence.
I mean, the Chiefs have made a lot of quarterbacks look very good, but on the bright side, Bryce Young still balling out the next week made me feel better.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell, I know next week is going to get fucking the brakes beat off of him.
Yep.
But honestly, I mean, the Chiefs gave up 306 yards to him, but he only scored 16 or 19?
Yeah, stalled for field
17
goals.
points. They scored 17 points. Was it 19?
Expected points at 26. So.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, not even expected points. They were long field goals.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs. Well, I mean, he missed 3 field goals. We just said that.
They were all over 50 though. So.
That's right. Man, I wish the Chiefs could fucking figure out the red zone. But again, stuff that I think they save for the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
Close Scorigami of the week. Owen, do you know it?
No, I don't.
Do you know one of them? Fuck.
Was it the Chiefs at like 15?
No. Commanders, Titans, which I believe.
It's under your chair. You're lucky.
I gotta pull up the phone. I believe it's 42-17. That has happened 5 times. The other game, Bengals Steelers 44-38 has happened 6 times.
Ooh, close Agami. We
Close
said
Agami.
44-38.
Sorry, 42-19 was the Titans Commanders. That's happened 5 times. 44-38 has happened 6 times.
That's happened 6 times? That feels like it should happen less.
It's not that uncommon. The
I guess it's
44
nice.
is 44 is weird, but it's not like that weird.
I guess it's nice round numbers.
Yeah. I wonder how they got there. Did they have a safety?
I think so.
Must have. Or maybe they went for 2. Who knows? Don, that's not true. Pick of the week.
Huh. I didn't have one off the top of my head that stood out.
I'm gonna pick. I do not think the Bears are within 3 points of the Lions. I think the Lions are way more than 3 points better than the Bears.
All these make sense. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Chargers Falcons. I don't think the Falcons are that much worse than the Chargers.
That's fair. Yeah, Kirk Cousins threw 4 picks. Is he done?
Well, maybe.
Is it Michael Penix time?
Maybe. I doubt it.
He's now leading the league in interceptions.
He's still paying. They're still paying him so much money.
By the way, Owen, sorry, real quick. I got to go back to the closest Scorigami of the week. It's weird. I said something, and we almost forgot to mention this. I mentioned the Steelers-Bengals. It was 44-38. You remember anytime we talk about the Steelers?
Yes.
It is official, Owen. They have won 9 games. Steelers are 9-3.
That's so disgusting, man. That's just so disgusting.
Mike Tomlin is insane. You know what? Wear it for the rest of the episode. I think that's fair. I should have brought Logan in here to come and scream at you and tell you about how.
No one was expecting. I wasn't expecting Bengals 4-8. Okay, that's on me.
Wait, hold on. Let me call him on Snapchat real quick. Let me call Logan.
Call him on Snapchat.
Let me see if he answers real quick. He might be streaming. So.
Don't even stream him your face. Just stream him me.
Yeah, hold on. You guys watch us get fucking ignored live on stream. My phone's also surprisingly close to dying. Having my doubts on whether or not. Oh.
Hello.
Hey, Logan. You're live on the podcast right now. I don't know if you can see Owen wearing his DUNCE cap. I just wanted to call you so you could yell at Owen.
Yes, the DUNCE. Yes, I see the DUNCE cap. Yes.
I was giving it to him so that way you could yell at him for being dumb and not picking the Steelers to go above 500.
Oh, I mean, I think the hat really says it all. Like, this is like going 0 for 5 and an Owens 5-team parlay 10 weeks in a row. You couldn't have a more progressive, more guaranteed data pool to ever pull from than Mike Tomlin's 500 record in the entire history of sports gambling. And just the thought of being the contrarian to go against the status quo and to be the one to be able to say he was right, it was too tantalizing for Owen Dahm. The thought of being the person to predict the downfall of Mike Tomlin's 500 record was too seductive. The ability to gloat would be unparalleled. And instead, what week are we on? Week 12?
Week 12.
We have 6 weeks to go, and we already cleared it.
Sorry, it's week 13. I guess they've played 12 games, but they have 5 weeks. They have 5 games left to play. Yeah.
Okay, 5 games left to go. So, and if I distinctly recall, I was also mocked from Owen Dahm and Chase for predicting the Steelers at 11 wins.
I'm sure.
If my memory serves me correct.
It wouldn't shock me. Trust me.
It doesn't make sense, Logan. We can't pretend that Russell Wilson wasn't declining all of last year, and so were the Steelers. And all of a sudden, I was supposed to think that was a good idea.
Have you considered that he met a coach that always finishes above 500?
Have you considered that I gave you all the required evidence necessary to know that he went above 500 with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph on multiple occasions?
I do recall that.
That's true.
Yes.
Mason Hard R Rudolph, as they call him.
You can very much make a case that he is the best coach in the NFL. I don't think I would at this juncture, but it certainly would not be offensive to me to people who feel that way.
Listen, I'm telling you, we're perfectly on schedule for him to keep on coaching the Steelers and to finally have 2 bad seasons back to back, right as Andy Reid is retiring, for him then to come over to Kansas City and lead us to the next reign of 4 or 5 Super Bowls after he can get over the hump for a while.
Man, that would be the worst. That would be the worst thing.
Yep.
That's the worst timeline I think I could possibly imagine.
It's happening.
No, see, you're thinking about Russell Wilson last year. He wasn't horrible last year, but he certainly wasn't Russell Wilson of our memory. But Russell Wilson is a consummate pro, which is something that he hasn't had since Ben, really. And he just put up 500 yards of offense on checkdowns against the most abysmal Bengals secondary I've seen since 2019. On all checkdowns.
That's
And
true.
that's what it's all about in the Steelers offense.
That's what it is, Owen.
That's what it's all about, is not losing the game, and you'll win the game.
Yep.
And there's no one who does that better than Mike Tomlin.
I guess not. I will, just like last week where I said the Chiefs would win by more than 3 points, never doing that again. Also never doubting Mike Tomlin ever again.
They're like a virtual lock for the playoffs. I think the closest team out of the hunt is 5-7. So I think the Steelers would pretty much have to lose out from here on. Knock on wood.
Them going exactly 9-8 might kill me.
I'm doing a quick AFC mental check.
The Colts are 5-7.
Winners are 1 through 4, and then that would leave Ravens, Chargers, Denver. I don't know how they're doing tonight.
Denver's up at halftime.
Yeah, it's weird.
Denver's up at
It's
halftime.
close.
But Colts are first team out, and they're 5-7.
The Browns and Broncos have both scored another touchdown. It's 25-28 Broncos.
Okay.
That's weird.
So I think if you get to 10, they're 9-3. I think if they get one more, they're a lock for the playoffs.
Pretty much, yeah.
They have a really tough schedule.
Yeah.
Except for the Bengals, which should be another easy dub.
Well, they play the Browns again, so that helps.
Which they lost.
Well, but they play the Browns at home next week, so they should be all right.
Well, let me tell you something about the AFC North, brother. Let me tell you something about the AFC North. It cannibalizes itself in ways unlike any other division.
Every year.
Every year. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Well, that's fair.
Maybe we'll guard the check down next time the Bengals play. Who knows?
Who knows? What are the odds of that?
I gotta say, Owen, that DUNCE cap looks incredible through the Snapchat video. Here's the thing. I was waiting to listen to this on my commute to work tomorrow, as I really like to do for my favorite sports podcast.
Hey-yo.
But getting this preview and seeing how miserable you are, this is really incredible.
This is terrible. I'm not gonna lie. This is the worst I've felt about sports takes of my own sports takes in a while. Luckily, we're.
And I have a video of you
Owen,
proudly
you
saying the Steelers won't make the playoffs. I hope you know once they clinch, that video is going all over the place. I hope you know that.
It would be funny if they missed the playoffs but went 9-8 though.
Would be funny. I'll give you that.
But that's not going to happen. So I just have to prepare.
Super edit of Owen's take with the either whackety sax or the circus music.
Mm-hmm.
Can you at least make one edit of me saying that very happily, and then the Stephen A. Smith looking
I'm having a very bad day.
The Stephen A. Smith looking listfully out the window with both of his hands on the glass with the
Yeah, we can probably do that. We'll put together something.
Please.
All right.
Yeah, to be honest, it is the worst sports take I think that's ever come out of Owen's mouth. And I gave him every opportunity to back out of it.
I know.
I gave him every opportunity to take it back, and he refused.
We tried to save him. Hey, listen, sometimes can't save somebody
Listen,
from
hey,
themselves.
hey, every podcast needs a Skip Bayless, okay? I'm proud to wear the DUNCE cap as Skip for a day, all right?
Owen throwing away his I hate Mike Tomlin jersey.
Wait, Owen, I just recalled another reason why it's even worse. Truman set an example for you.
Yeah, I went
2 years ago or a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
You watched what happened to him.
I know.
Now every time the Steelers win, Twitter, Snapchat, Twitch chat, Dunes Cap.
Dunes Cap.
And Lord forbid they win a playoff game.
Oh.
And you're going to have to discuss it in detail and break it down for the podcast with the Dunes Cap on. Oh, man.
Oh, by the way, there is an absolutely... I want no part of this outcome. And I don't dare say it out loud, but there's a really, really terrible possibility of everything coming together in a bad way.
I would cancel the podcast.
That would be the first week we ever skip. And it's just, we just post Owen in the Dunes Cap
I can't.
instead.
Well, then that would just be an Islanders podcast day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, typically we just turn it into a hockey podcast day the next day. So, all right, Logan.
Oh my God. What if you guys lose to the Steelers on Christmas and he has to wear the Dunes Cap?
Oh my gosh!
I forgot about the Christmas game. Oh, that'd be even funnier.
The worst Christmas ever.
For them to
You have to have the Dunes Cap with you in that outcome.
For them to clinch the playoff spot. Say they don't clinch it until Christmas Day. They beat the Chiefs.
Oh my gosh!
The Chiefs lose the 1 seed.
I think I might cry real tears while laughing maniacally.
Now, I'm merely throwing this out as a hypothetical. I do not believe this, just for the record.
All right.
But hypothetically, if the Steelers were to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs and you had to do an entire breakdown with the Dunes Cap on, man, I'll tell you what, it'd be hard to keep the pants on for that one.
Oh my God.
That would be a rough moment for your boy. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I would have solace in knowing that I did remove someone's pants.
You
though.
know, there's that guy that took the picture with the burrito up his butt after the Cats lost. You might have to take a picture with your penis through the Dune mouth. That might be the only way for you to vanquish this. I mean,
New shoes Snapchat.
Yes. They're like, what's up with Shai Halud? Oh my God.
Yeah,
He actually fucked the Dune popcorn bucket. Oh my God.
it would fit.
Hey, he's got it buttered up, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it now.
Oh my god.
All right,
You
Logan.
can't see it from the angle you're in, but I see the butter dispenser in the background.
Hey yo.
Oh gosh.
All right, Logan. Thank you. I'll give you a
Love you,
call.
boys.
I love you too. I'll give you a call next time he's in the cap.
Yep, we'll do.
Always nice to hear a friend of the show, Hannah Learns to Read, back in. It's rough for me right now, boys.
Twitch.tv/handlersread. Twitter.com/WestVA Ninja. He streams every now and again. On Twitter now also.
Yep.
Owen had your 5-team parlay, dude. Did it at least win?
Yes, it did.
Did it actually?
Yep.
Did I bet it?
No, you bet the anti ones where you would all the ones you went, and you bet the other one.
No,
that
no,
one
no.
went 3.
I didn't have any money in my FanDuel, so I didn't bet.
Yeah.
I actually finally put money back in my FanDuel.
Remember, I
over
put
the weekend.
222 on it for the Dahm. That's 2.
Oh, yeah.
Parlay. Yours went 2 and 3 like I predicted. You bitch.
Which one was mine?
Giant. You said Cowboys, Packers, Vikings was weird. So you picked Giants, Dolphins, Cardinals for all of those.
Damn.
And all of those.
All of them were close besides the Dolphins.
That's correct. Anyway, my
Actually, and
5-team
the Cowboys.
My 5-team parlay
The
of
Cardinals were close.
of Cowboys, Packers, Vikings, Commanders, Buccaneers. That's a winner, folks. Plus 600. So enjoy that.
You won what? $13 almost?
Yeah, that means 2 5-team parlays have hit this season. Yes, sir. Yeah, so it fucking hit. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm taking off the Dunes cap for that. Yeah.
Michael Burton, the old Chiefs fullback, has scored a touchdown. FanDuel is giving me plus $5,500 for him to score another touchdown.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it hit. Hooray.
Fair enough.
Time to craft a new parlay.
All right.
Yeah, give me Lions. Give me Vikings, Lions and Vikings.
Oh, wait,
no.
hold on. You said so. Lions over who?
Lions over Packers.
Ooh, I feel.
That's fine. Vikings over Falcons.
Ooh,
A little weird.
a little weird. Yeah.
Give me Cardinals over Seahawks.
Ooh, I feel a little weird. A little again.
Give me Bills over Rams.
Yeah.
We only need one. Okay. I want you to help me with this last one.
Okay.
Okay. All the games in this slot are weird, so I'm staying the fuck away from Jags Titans. No idea what could happen. So I'm staying away.
Ooh, I feel a little weird right now.
Yeah. Jets Dolphins, another weird one. Technically, Dolphins are favored by a lot,
I feel a little weird right now.
but no way.
Aaron Rodgers is cooked, dude. Aaron Rodgers fucking.
Giants Saints, another weird one. Stay the hell away from that.
Actually, I feel pretty good about that.
And then Eagles Panthers is a slam dunk for the Eagles, but they're minus 700, so it's not worth putting in. Raiders Buccaneers is a weird one. I really don't want to bet that. Then we've bet the next two games after that. Then it's Bears Niners, really really weird one. CMC hurt. This Niners team is struggling, and the Bears could get their interim coach bounce. Stay away from that. Then the final two options, Truman, for this 5-teamer are Chargers Chiefs and Bengals Cowboys.
Hear me out. Take the Saints over the Giants.
Really?
The Giants are ass, dog.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. All right. That gives this parlay a juicy plus 666.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are you betting on that one?
My normal unit.
2.23 for Dahm. That's true. 2.23. No, you betting a fiver.
My normal unit of a fiver.
A crisp $5 bill. All right.
Yeah, I stopped betting the Lucky 31 after last week. Although, ironically, this week would have been the week to bet the Lucky 31.
That would have been, yeah. All right. Which brings us to, did not grade any preseason picks. Top 5 dumb Chiefs wins.
All right.
Let's see. I'm
from this season.
You could do it from this season. But I would say just in general.
Yep.
Well, there's one that stands out above the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, we could also do dumb Chiefs losses, honestly. Dumb Chiefs Indians.
Dumb. Okay, you want to edit it to dumb Chiefs?
No,
game
I just
news?
want to do Chiefs wins. There's been plenty of dumb ones.
True. We had some pretty dumb ones, and that I can remember as well.
Let's see. Trying to think of any other ones. I forgot about the. Yeah. Okay, I can go first.
Yeah.
Number 5. I'm gonna start here with a classic, or it was an homage to a classic.
Yeah.
Tyler Bass absolutely shanking that field goal in the playoffs last year.
Wide right.
Listen, the Bills were in a tough spot anyways. I think the Chiefs win that game regardless.
42-yarder, right?
Yeah, not a layup, but makeable.
Yeah.
And he just fucking shanked it. So funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Bills missing that, and just an homage to old Bills teams. Very nice. Number 4, Ravens toe out. That felt like forever. That feels like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Number 3, the Raiders fumble.
Once again, with Ravens toe out, they still would have had to make the 2.
And
then
they
it would've
proved
been
that they sometimes drop dog shit 2-point conversions. They just had that. They just lost on that to somebody. Number 3, the Raiders fumble. God, that was dumb. What the hell?
Wow.
I guess the Raiders' illegal shift. Let's call it that.
Sure. That shit was crazy.
Number 2, the blocked Denver field goal.
Yep.
It's just funny because blocked field goals never happen. So it's funny for the game to end.
And it's also funny for one to happen the next week with Packers-Bears and Packers blocking the field goal.
Yeah, that was funny that we were like, this never happens. And it was like, oh, sometimes it happens twice. And number 1, 13 seconds. I mean, come on. That's got to be your favorite. Not even a dumb Chiefs win, but I mean, dude, Josh Allen taunting the tears on the bench to then lose without even getting the ball in overtime is funny.
Pretty funny. I have a completely different list than yours.
Do you really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Number 5, I have the X Factor game where Dante Hall returned 2 kicks to beat Phillip Rivers.
Oh, that's very funny.
When he has that, when he has that kick return where he juked the dude out of his socks.
I know the other one that you're gonna say.
I have, so that's my number 5 spot. Number 4 spot is the Heavy K strip. Remember when the Cam Newton Panthers were driving down the field and were gonna win the game off a field goal, and then Marcus Peters just randomly stripped Kelvin Benjamin, and we win the game?
Heavy K. That's oh my god.
You never heard him called that?
No, I don't remember.
But
him
yeah,
getting called that. No.
Marcus Peters stripping Kelvin Benjamin of the ball to win us the game.
Hey yo.
That was a dumb one. The number 3 spot, I can't believe you didn't have this one on your list. The Eric Berry pick 2
Oh gosh, yeah, that one was fun.
against Matt Ryan. They were driving down the field, went for 2 to win to put them up more than just kicking the extra point, and we took it all the way back to lead by 1 and win the game. That was in our freshman or sophomore year of college. That was fun.
Yep.
Number 2, that's where I put the 13 seconds game.
Okay.
Because although it was stupid, it was the Chiefs being good to send it to overtime. But I've never seen a win as dumb as this last week.
That's the dumbest loss.
Yes. We were up 2. All they had to do was do like one more play and then kick the not very far field goal and fumble it into the O-line and then just recover it. It's also on top of my list because I said it would be hilarious if they fumbled here.
I will also say that dumb field goal or dumb shit like that happens at the end of games all the time, I will say.
Right. But not that bad.
No, not like that, but like a terrible like tipped pass interception where it's just like, oh my god.
Right. But yeah, so X Factor game, Heavy K strip, Barry pick 2, 13 seconds, and then this last week, man. And once again, only because I said it would be hilarious if they fumbled here, and then 2 plays later they fumbled.
Yep. That was funny. All right, there you go.
And because it was just ironic that my uncle is a notorious Chiefs hater, and he was lucky enough to not be there, or else he would have got stick from all of us.
Nice. All right. Pop Culture Minute. I wanted to bring out the worst tweet of the week that I saw.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations to this tweet. One of the most out-of-touch tweets I've ever seen in my life. This comes from Kendra Middleton. Apparently a sport. So, for clarification, she's apparently a Boston sports host.
Yeah, makes sense.
Who allegedly isn't from Boston and isn't a Patriots fan.
And isn't a Patriots fan?
Allegedly. Here's the tweet. It says, at least when the Patriots were wrecking people, they were likable. This Chiefs team is so hateable, and so are the ones prior. It's been made even worse by the refs starting to get on their knees. It's honestly not even a conversation. Her follow-up tweet to that is also, if you didn't like Gronk, Edelman, Amendola, or Gostkowski, IDK what to tell you, and I'm not a Patriots fan. Miss me with that.
Those are probably the 4 least likable players in history.
Brady's less likable than all those. Gronk is fine. Edelman's a douchebag.
And Amendola was dirty as fuck.
Amendola, I've got no problem with the kicker. I don't care about
Gostkowski.
Who gives a shit about Gostkowski? But Amendola, yes, was maybe one of the dirtiest players I've ever seen in my life, dude. This is an awful tweet.
This
terrible.
is
terrible. A terrible tweet.
And I assume the comments are ripping her to shreds?
Yes. Yeah, it's mostly people being like, likable, what?
I laughed, to be honest.
Yeah. The revisionist history is insane. Nothing about this Patriots team is likable. Gronk, Edelman, Amendola, and Gostkowski were all likable. Bro, you just keep saying the same 4 players. That's insane.
And that got ratioed. 59 comments, 29 likes.
Dude, listen. Here, I wonder if anybody... Hold on. Let's see real quick. Read one comment. Anybody say anything about Amendola? No, they weren't. Not even a little bit. You're welcome for the engagement. I don't need the engagement, sweetie, but thanks. Also, a lot of people, by the way, brought up, hey, you had a literal murderer on your team, right? Like Aaron Hernandez was part of that run, and he murdered people.
I believe I went through this when you sent it to me, and someone tried to bring up Javon Belcher and compare them to fucking Aaron Hernandez.
Not part of the Chiefs dynasty. There before Andy Reid even got there.
Bringing up a tragedy on the 2-14 Chiefs
Right.
to call them unlikable is crazy.
I know. Also, like, also in this thread, somebody's like, well, listen, like, sure, the Aaron Hernandez stuff was bad, but the Chiefs are also, like, all the stuff with, and they're always like, no. There's nothing to offset the murders by Aaron Hernandez. There's nothing to offset that. There's nothing to, it's like, okay, the families of the players aren't that good. That does not.
They're
does
not part
matter.
of the team. They're not part of the
Yeah,
team.
it's always like, well, what about the Jackson Mahomes stuff or like the Britt Reed thing? It's like, I don't think
Not
it
part of the
doesn't
team.
compare. Also, didn't kill anybody. I think we all agree murder. I'll
Bad.
say it. Murder is bad.
I'll come out and say it on this podcast. I agree with you.
I'm willing to say Aaron Hernandez, no hero. No
Wow.
hero of mine. I'll say that.
Truman, you're so brave for saying that.
Thank you. But yeah, this was the worst tweet of the week. Congratulations.
That's one of the worst tweets I've ever
Cringer
seen.
Middleton, you won.
The Patriots were universally hated by everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
And I say as a Chiefs fan, I get the parallels because they were good and they did just, win
Right.
games. But the Chiefs don't have any dirty players.
And I'll say this. Here's also something that I think people forget. Is that Boston, as a city, Boston as the people, some of the biggest assholes in the world.
Yeah.
They're called massholes. There's the people when they go to Boston, they talk about the racism and the homophobic slurs they get called. They talk about all this shit. The Kansas City is Midwest nice. Chiefs fans are all we won't assault you in a stadium. We don't. It's good to see you. That's fun.
Yeah.
We
sat next to the Colts fans in that cold playoff game.
Yeah.
They said they were going to trounce us by 20. And we said, hey, after the game, we said, good game, go to Gates.
Yeah, we gave them cardboard to stand on. There was a fan that turned around it was drunk, it was starting to yell at the Colts fans, and every Chiefs fan was like, What are you doing, man? Everybody's like, chill out. Like,
Right.
Nobody, that's just not like you're Bostonians. Bostonians are huge douchebags. I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah, that's just one of the craziest tweets I've ever seen.
Just blows my mind.
And then just once again, naming
Amendola fucking sucks.
Naming Amendola in general.
That just throws it all out there. One of the dirtiest players I've ever seen in my life.
Constantly
Crazy.
blew up players who fair
on the
caught
punt
balls.
return. Yeah, right. Absolutely. And just
I remember the one he did against the
Danny
Chiefs, and he
Amendola,
didn't
dude.
fucking get flagged for it.
Yes.
It was in that AFC Championship game.
Fuck Danny Amendola. Yes, and also Edelman touched that ball.
Oh, his thumb
Yes.
fucking moved.
Yes. Edelman's one of the smuggest douchebags I've met, I will say. Or
Is he-
I'm not. I guess I haven't met him, but
Like he's a good player,
Listen,
and he's
this is-
slightly entertaining, but he's so fucking smug, man.
yeah.
Once again, and the thing with Mahomes is that people don't like him because he's good. You know what Mahomes has never done? Been fucking smug in an interview. He's got
Yes.
like one bad media moment, and that was the Kadarius Toney offside.
Yeah.
That's like the only bad media moment he's ever had in a postgame.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been one of his bad ones. He did look bad during that. And you know what? And you know what? Everybody talked about it. For weeks, everybody talked about it. People still talk about that. Talk about how bad Mahomes was in that moment.
And you know what Brittany Mahomes never did? Call out wide receivers on Twitter.
Yeah. You know what Brittany Mahomes never did? Cheated on her husband with the jiu-jitsu instructor.
You know what also
Sorry, that
Brittany
was
Mahomes
too
never
far.
did? And I'll come out and say this. Murder 2 people in cold blood.
That's right. That's all I had. Including her brother-in-law.
Including her brother-in-law.
Which, you guys don't like Jackson Mahomes. You guys would be all for it. I don't tell you, it's just... We also don't like... No one likes Jackson Mahomes, to be fair. All right. Okay, let's get out of here. We do appreciate you guys. We're just ranting at this point. Do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Twitter.com/SteamMachine. Twitter.com/OwenGusDominant. YouTube. Open Disaster Productions. Like, comment, subscribe there. Comment the least
How much
likable
you-
player on the Patriots team from back then.
On those Patriots Dynasty teams, yeah.
Shout out our patrons over there at patreon.com/opendisaster.
Let me know if I
Shout out
forgot
Ozzy,
anybody.
Skylar, Dylan, Joe, and Mailbox Kansas City. Closed in the
You
Irish.
throwing.
Do not go. Aaron, Skylar, Dylan,
Ozzy.
Joe, Ozzy, Mailbox Kansas City. That's
Man, me counting on my fingers is just not good.
All right. See you guys.
Love you.
Bye.